Good morning. Thanks for the inquiry today on the 76 series Land Cruiser. I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about the place. So we're New England Toyota here, located in Armidale, which we had a bit of a chat about on the phone. We're a part of 3 dealers, so we've got Tamworth, Inverell and us guys. So just a little bit of a tour. Down the right hand side we've got all our lineup of our new cars, and also on the right hand side we've got all our second-hand cars. As you can see, mate, there's Land Cruiser. So you've called the right place, mate. Land Cruiser Capital here at the moment. So, mate, I'll give you a bit of a run through what you've actually inquired on. So, mate, this is probably one of the better ones I have seen. So it's a 2016 76 series GXL. Now, mate, as you can see, this thing's kitted out with the gear. Mate, I just double checked that speedo there for you. It's done 94,000 Ks, but I'll zoom in and I'll show you that. But as you can see, mate, you've got awning, platform roof, mate. It's not a bad awning as well. They're pretty good to use. If you're not gonna 2 bolts, mate, rip him off, put him in the shed. Mate, you've got a full window tint, all covering the wagon. Mate, we spoke about the tyres, but I'll just do a little walk around it just to start off with, but then I'll go into a little bit more detail and just sort of show you what we can actually present this car with. So, mate, there's no dings around this car. Mate, tyre on the back, obviously the Rhino roof racks as well, aftermarket snorkel, mate, ARB bar, driving lights, winch. Mate, she is kitted out. Mate, good colour, graphite. You don't see too many in the graphite. You see a lot of mine spec white ones getting about, mate, but a privately owned booked one with a full service history, they're pretty rare, as you'd probably know yourself, mate. So where I'll start at the front of the bar. Mate, like a normal bar, like there are a couple little scuff marks. Oh, there's 2 there. Mate, you come across that bar, it's got your driving lights on it. Mate, it's got your worn winch, they're the good ones. It's got your metal rope on there. Sorry, not metal rope, it's got your, metal, it's not a rope winch at all. Come across, mate, no scuffs on this side of the bar. Come across to the bonnet, just have a look there. 2 little stone chips just in it there, nothing major. Just trying to pan that so you can just have a look. Mate, come up to your screen. No chips in that screen there that I can see. As I said, it's got your AirTech snorkel, which has obviously been changed over from the standard Toyota one. Mate, that's valued at about 660 bucks if you price that up through ARB. Mate, you've got your KO2 all-terrain tyres, which I did mention. I've got these actually on my wife's car, mate. They actually grip really well and hook up, and you get a fair few Ks out of them. They're not brand new, but they're not finished either, so they've got a bit of meat left on them. Mate, front right-hand guard, no dramas. Driver's door, mate, it's fine. No even scratch. Oh, there's like obviously ring marks on there, mate, but I'd get that little polished out for you before it left. You've got your, like, all your chrome bits are all nice and neat. There's no folding of the chrome. Also window tint, like it's a good like colour. Like it's a little bit darker, but it's legal. So, mate, I can see in there, but it's not really. Mate, it's gonna have, this is a standard Land Cruiser thing. So a little bit of stone chipping, like, so it's done a little bit of work off-road, but I wouldn't say heaps. So your rear guard, there's probably a little bit of stone chipping on there. 1, 2, 3 chips in the rear door. Same as your back tyre, mate. I reckon he's put the KO2s on at the same time, all around the same sort of wear limiter on them. But mate, as I said, they're not worn out, but they've got a fair bit of meat left on them. But this side of the car, you can't fold it. Besides, a little bit of chipping down here and 3 on the door. Mate, I'll just come around to the back of the vehicle. There's no marks on the corners. Corners are fine, mate, fitted with a tow bar. No marks on your tow bar as well. It's got your barn door swing open on it, which is quite handy. Means you're just not dragging anything up over that tailgate. Opens quite well. Normally you can load these things up with a fair bit of gear. Like there's a fair bit of room, like from here to the back of the seat. Being a GXL, it's got your speakers in the rear. He's got your 12-volt sockets there as well. The wiring all still runs up through to the front. As I said, he has pulled the secondary battery out. Wouldn't be easy to put back in, mate. That's an easy one. There is a little bit of marking on the rear door. I'd say he's had it full, something rubbing on a trip. one little one there, nothing major. Mate, and over here I'd say probably where he's had his fridge lock just rubbing up against it. It's had a rubber mat in it. Let me just peel that back. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Nearly carpets, no wears or tears or anything in that one. Mate, I'll just shut them ones up. Mate, I'll just come around to the passenger side as well. So same sort of thing, mate. Everything's all good there. There is a couple little scratches there. A buff would minimise that, but it wouldn't get it out. Yet again, you've got your KO, mate, same, all done at the same time, I'd nearly guarantee that. Window tint's flawless around this side as well. Mate, same sort of thing, you're going to get your little marks around here. You can actually get a contact film that will run down there, which actually protect it a little bit for you, but I'd nearly get them colour, if it was me, get them colour coded back to the car, just to make it different to the other ones. One little stone chip in the door, obviously bouncing off there. Mate, driver's door's immaculate. Front, I'll just double check. Couple little marks there, but mate, I wouldn't call that anything major. That's pretty much the exterior of the car. So by the time you look at that price at $61,450, mate, it's loaded and dripping with gear. You know, you've got your ARB bar, it all adds up. So ARB bar, winch, driving lights, mate, $660 for your snorkel, your platform roof, mate, $1,200 plus fit. Your pull-out awning, couple of hundred. Mate, it's got a fair few accessories on it. Mate, your BFs, as you said, you've got them yourself, mate, but you know, they're nearly $450 per tyre. Oh, just looking around, there is a little one car parked in just there. Now with these cruisers, you always get these marks where people close their finger on the door like that. So even when you look back down on it, nearly every door you look on a cruiser, just where you put your thumb and close, it will have a mark there. I'll just have a look at the interior for you. So this is the passenger side. Mate, you can't really fault it, to be honest. Like, it's a clean car, a clean, good second-hand car, but you expect something like this that's done 100,000 Ks and been looked after. While I'm on this side, I'll just pop the books open so you can actually have a look. So as you can see, Tamworth originally owned, and garage. Now, as you can see, so 101, that service is 23rd 17, 21,000, 32,000, 40,000, 51,000, 62,000, 79,000, 93,000. We've done a check over on as well in Tamworth at 93,659. So full book, every single service has been done and stamped from a Toyota dealership, which means, mate, that's probably a big tick of the box. Mate, that means a fair bit to myself. As I said, if you've got one of these cars and service it, you can't go wrong. There is a little bit of marking here, I'd say. Not too sure what from, but there's a couple there. You could probably heat that up and minimise yet again. That's there. AM FM radio, mate, you can pull these out, get rid of them and put a real good unit in there, which is all touchscreen, Apple CarPlay. You can do that. That's an option, just like an aftermarket mod, mate, but that's to do that in conjunction with a reversing camera, mate. Real good option if you wanted to do that down the track. Mate, aircon, aerial up and down if you do go off track, mate, everything there. You know about them, 5-speed manual, mate, 4x drive stick in there, 12-volt sockets. Cruiser center console, mate, if you get a bit carried away and you like your car a bit, you can actually lose this, lose that, and get a proper custom made console, which will give you your 2 cup holders and, mate, another center console. Cruiser consoles is called. It looks pretty cool, mate. Have a look at them. But that's another good option. So into the rear you'll go, mate. Your doors are, your trims are all sweet. Mate, your back seats, like, yeah, not even worn. I'd nearly dare say it's probably had seat covers on it. They've been pulled off and detailed, and guys, had your mats all through it. Carpet hasn't even been worn. That's just a bit in the back, mate. Even the roof line, I'll just give you a bit of a look at that, mate. She's, yeah, nothing to complain there. She's all schmick, as you can see. Can't go wrong. Mate, I'll just sneak around this other side. It might just take me a couple of seconds, but I'll just give it a lift up underneath the bonnet. And I'll show you. So now I'm just physically sitting in behind the driver's seat. So you wanted to zoom up on that, mate. So 94,080 kilometres. Mate, this is just like you're sitting in it. You sit a little bit higher in these 76s, or just in the Land Cruisers in general, but a little bit higher so it's nice and easy to see out. I've actually owned a dual cab myself, mate, and mate, you'd love it. They drive good. I'll just pop the bonnet there for you. Sorry about that, mate, back now. So just had a look underneath the bonnet. It is actually running, so you can actually sort of hear it, mate. But the V8s, mate, they're good on fuel. Like the harder you drive them, the better they are. As I said, I've personally owned one myself, so I can, yeah, speak from experience. So if you've got any questions or want to know a little bit more about it, mate, give me a call. As I said, I'm happy to help you out where I can. Mate, your compliance date's 10th month 2016. But actually look over that car underneath the bonnet, mate. Nothing's been tampered with. If something's had a crash, and you can normally see where the bolt marks have been tampered with, mate, but all schmicko. The bonnet hasn't been off by the looks of them ones. Mate, underneath you can't go wrong. And battery, as I said, he has moved all the bits and pieces out of it, so he has had a secondary in there with the 12 volt out the back to the power. Mate, you could put another one in there, which would be no problem. That'd be easy. Mate, just depending on what you want to do with it. But mate, that's pretty much her. All wrapped up. As I said, you know, you've got your bar on the front, your lights, your winch, aftermarket tyres, mate, AirTech snorkel, which is aftermarket, platform roof, awning. Mate, she's a ripper. You would not be disappointed when this turns up at your doorstep on the truck. What I'll do, mate, I'll just sneak inside now, mate. I'll upload this off and send her off to you, mate, and let's do some business.